that could happen. For instance, she got a fever from playing around too much yesterday. If that had been a response, I would have accepted it in a flash. But the atmosphere around Rika felt somehow heavy. It was a little weird and actually made me uneasy. It made my unease worse. Hey, come on. There's certain things you can't talk to boys about. Kei-chan, get back to your seat. Mion, acting like a club president, pulled me back to my chair. Thank you. Can we just have alone time, me and you, Mion? Because you are a fucking doll. Rika's gaze immediately fell back to her desk, and she hung her head gloomily. Rika had said something odd, that Satoko might be a little bit late. They were living together, weren't they? Then she would have known for sure. She wouldn't have said might. I didn't understand why she was absent, and that made me all the more anxious. As in might be late, as in might not come, but if she does come, she would be late. That kind of might be late. Damn it, what's going on today? It's like we started off on the wrong foot and it wasn't going to get any better. Gotta love those days. Absolute shit days. What's the matter, Keiichi? Why the fuck do you care about that child so much when you didn't give a rat's ass about her for the last 2 chapters? You seem pretty down this morning. Rena noticed how I looked and whispered to me while the teacher wasn't looking. Do I really seem that way? Yeah. Even Rena's starting to feel down just looking at you. I thought of jokingly saying, then don't look at me, but I didn't even feel like doing that. Is it something you can tell Rena? But I don't know what you're worried about, but if I can help, then you can tell me, okay? I won't tease you. Rena said this, looking me straight in the eye. Until yesterday, nothing strange had happened, and it was a lot of fun. Huh? Rena's eyes widened for a moment, not understanding what I meant, but she remained silent and listened. It was peaceful and fun, every day was lively. I never had any doubt about things would stay that way forever. Yeah, you're right. Every day is fun. I'm sure today will be too. You're sure? How do you know? Well... Rena, feeling perplexed, couldn't think of anything to say. That's great, thanks Rena, you're really helping out. I didn't blame her. What I was trying to say seemed a little confusing even to me. When I think about it, I've been anxious lately. Like maybe ever since every day is fun, one day all of a sudden, it would get really dark, like a light bulb turned off. Yeah, Rena kind of understands how you feel. Rena nodded gently. We've always been taught that it wouldn't only be good things happening to us. Sometimes I'm scared of what's going on behind the fun. It's a little bit sad, but because of that, we learned how to do our best to make sure that the fun never stops. See, I don't know if that's Rena or Keiichi talking. Either way, it doesn't matter. I agree that if you were fun all the time, you wouldn't understand what fun would end up being, because you would get used to it. Similarly, the same thing can be said with bad stuff. If bad stuff is always happening to you, you don't understand what's bad anymore, you just understand what's normal. So when something the opposite happens, it's very startling. The idea behind it is, you have to realize either state, whether it be happiness or sadness, is obviously determined on your outlook on the situation and how you handle it, and that it's going to pass either way. Both states will eventually pass. It's always just a flip of the coin. You never get this state where you're, both happy and sad, or you're not happy or sad, you're just neutral. It never really ends up that way. Usually you can say, yeah, right now, overall it's pretty happy. Like, for right now, my life, things are going kind of bad, but it could be a lot worse. I could be in a terrible situation. Another terrible situation that I could think of, I could not be able to do these videos. It could be infinitely worse than what I have now. This already gives me sanity. This gives me happiness, hope, joy. I love doing this. So I'm savoring each moment I do this. I don't want to have to re-record something because I've done that many, many times. I've gotten 2 hours into something I've wanted to record and be like, you know what, this fucking sucks. I delete all of it. I'm not going to put out complete utter garbage. I actually do quality control most of my stuff. To a point where I'm like, I would watch this, so when I get it to the point of where I would watch it, that's when I put it up. But when it gets to the point of I would never watch this, why would I ever want to upload that? It makes no sense. If I wouldn't even watch myself, why would anyone else want to watch it? So that's why I've gotten into 2-3 hours of a game and be like, no, this fucking sucks. I've done that 3 times already. For a total of like 6 to 8 hours. 6 to 8 hours of just stuff like, you know what? Nah, this isn't good. Fucking scrap it. Save it for another time. I'm just not in the mood to do it. Whether I'm not in the mood or just the game doesn't suit it. Let's play style. Maybe is more suited to a streaming style or just like just 1 or 2 big chunks or background gameplay. That kind of thing. So, you know what? You just have to take the happiness and you just have to be happy with it. You take the good and you enjoy every moment of it, and knowing one day it will end, of course, but you don't dread that moment. You look forward to it because once you pass through that rough period, you're going to go back to happier times again. Rough periods always never last. They always pass. There's always it's always darkest before sunrise, that kind of thing. It always gets brighter, it's the day. That's how you can look at it. Happiness and sadness is like the day and night cycle. Which, yeah, you do kind of get in that middle between the evening and the morning early hours. Which, I mean, you could say that's kind of a neutral time, but you can usually side which side has more dominance on your life than at that moment. But the whole idea being, it's temporary. Each side lasts, and you have to accept that. You can't just go around and expect to be happy all the time. You'll never will be. You'll be sad all the time if you expect only happiness, and a certain amount of it. Sometimes your happiness could be finding a fucking penny on the ground. I love that shit. That's free money. I save up that shit. Fuck, I've saved up change all throughout high school. I made like $50 or $60. Just collecting shit off the ground. Make sure you check those fucking vending machines. All of them. Check for change. I found like $20 in one of just like dimes, nickels, and quarters. Someone legit put a 20 in there. And I got, I think the total came out to be like $17.50. If someone legitimately put a 20 in and didn't get their change. And so I got a free $17.50. That's a shit ton of money. Well, I mean, for free. It's a shit ton of free money. I don't care how much it is. Free money is free money. You can never gawk at free money. It's always worth it. Because you didn't put any effort into it. It's easy. It's kind of like, think of working. Well, actually, anyone who watches this video and does work, you'll understand how important money really is. And not to say that people who haven't worked don't understand the real worth of money. It's just a lot harder to put it into words. Since I haven't worked in, a month or 2, I kind of forget and realize, God, it really is hard to work and get all that money. Because I immediately assign values. Because I was interning at an engineering plant. Or like an engineering company. Getting like $10 an hour, which is pretty fucking good. I'll never fucking complain about that. But say I want a $60 game, a AAA title, a new one. That's 6 hours of work I had to do for that one game. That's how you put it into perspective, not including tax that you have to pay on your money. So it sucks. It definitely does. And that's the real world, and no one likes the real world. But I take that sadness of having to pay fucking taxes and having to pay for stuff and turn that into happiness when I purchase the item that I want. When I purchase my computer and microphone and monitor, keyboard, mouse, all of that accessory stuff, I had the pure intention of I will make videos. Because I want to. I want to have fun with this. And I won't believe I've paid off all of this hard work that I put to get my computer and all of this equipment until legitimately YouTube the site itself shuts down and I move to the next streaming service or like the next video hosting website that catches fire. I will move to that site. I will always be doing this shit. Even when I'm in my fucking 40s, I'll be doing this shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about the stigma that comes along with doing this shit, because people commonly say, oh, you make fucking videos. You're a fucking loser. You don't do anything. No, it's actually a lot more work than you honestly believe. You think, like, I'm not saying anyone here that watches my videos ever believes this, but what I believe personally, when I was watching someone do a video or something, like, say, 30-minute video or 15-minute video, I just believe, okay, so they videotape themselves for 15 minutes, talk during it, that kind of stuff, and then, Jesus fucking Christ, then, you know, sorry, someone's being, yeah, gotta love people being annoying and loud. That's why I fucking hate dorms, because it legitimately sounds like they're right next to me. I don't know if you guys can hear it, hopefully not. It fucking pisses me off. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. I would think, you know, oh, it took him 30 minutes to record this, and, you know, after that 30 minutes, they uploaded it and it's over. No, it actually does take a lot of editing, because you do actually have to sit through the video at least once. At least do one whole run through. Look for any errors you did and edit those out. Which I'm really good at now. Whenever I know something in error is usually going to occur, I'll probably already pre-mark it out. So it makes my job, well, I won't say job, hobby, a little bit easier. Because then it gives me place markers to go look for and hunt them out. Because then once you do that, processing takes the fucking longest. Jesus fucking Christ, YouTube, fix that up. It takes like 30 to 40 minutes. It's crazy. That's why half the shit, you know, gets uploaded at like 6:10, 6:11. Because I'll start it at like 5:30. And yet, oh, nope, still processing, fuck off. It's like, good fucking God, come on. I know it's going into 1080p HD, come on. God, if I could ever record at 4K, I would. Even if it was like a fucking visual novel, fuck it. I want to do that shit, because why not? It's just that kind of perspective of being like, Jesus Christ, really 4K on nothing but text? I really want to see those letters pop out. But enough of another fucking sidetrack. Jesus, I have been going crazy on sidetracks. I see. God damn it, I don't know who's talking. So it's not a bad thing that you think our lives might not go on forever, Keiichi. Fun lives. Kind of like, like if suddenly there's a volcanic eruption tomorrow and everyone died. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Guess what's gonna happen? Hey, wait, that's terrible. If you were the only one who survived the catastrophe, Keiichi, how would you feel? Good old survivor's guilt. Actually, I'd be really upset because Mion wouldn't survive. If you said Mion had survived as well, I'd be like, yeah, we lost some. But I mean, overall, I think we made it work out in the end. I think it's fine. That's all I would say. I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse. We did lose almost everyone, but 2 people survived, and that's really all that matters. It's just me and Mion that survived. That's fine. The bitch Shion, she deserved it. Satoko, she's probably dead already because she got hit by a truck. Rika, okay, that's kind of sad. Rena, you're crazy as hell. So no thank you. My parents, they don't have sprites, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, I'm kind of bonding with the teacher because she has a sprite now, but do I really care? No. Oishi's a dick, so he can die too. So, no, I'd feel pretty fine if Mion survived. How would I? I I imagined myself being the sole survivor in the ruins of Inamizawa. Rubble and the bodies of friends lying in heaps at my feet. I would cry if I saw Mion's dead body. Oh, I will cry. No, it was such an abhorrent sight. Was it sadder that all my friends had died? Or was it sadder that I couldn't have died with them? I didn't know which, but I'd probably cry a lot. I would. It'd probably break my heart. First, I'd think I'd cry. And then maybe you would think this. If this was my destiny, then I should have made sure every day before this was as fun as possible, so I had no regrets. I didn't want to consider such a horrible event to be my destiny. Yeah, live life to the fullest. Don't get caught up in the day-to-day grind. Don't get caught up in the bullshit. Enjoy it. If someone tries bringing you down, fuck them. You don't need them. I distance myself from people that try to bring me down every day. Well, no, not every day, but people that were generally trying to bring me down. I got rid of them. I just said, fuck off. I don't need this. I don't need you to bring my shit down. I'm already a fucking... I kind of view my... I hate to say it, but I'm more pessimistic than most, I guess. But I do try to be on the optimist side. But to a point, I used to be really fucking pessimistic. Because I would always be... I hate to say this, but as a child, I was more let down than probably most of the people I hung around with. So, that's why. And they didn't understand that not everything is roses as they might see it as. So they would get pissed because I would bring it down and say, you know, this couldn't work sometimes, you know? It might not happen. And then, like, say they wanted to go outside, but then it started raining. I'm like, yeah. I mean, it's a possibility it could have rained. It could continue raining as well. It might not stop. All day. It could rain all day. When they said, oh, it might stop raining soon. Yeah, but it could continue all day. You have to be aware that there's two sides. You have to be prepared for either. Of course I would have wanted to go outside, play around, but I also had stuff I could do inside. That's how I viewed it. As long as you have a backup plan for whenever anything goes bad, you're fine. That's all I do. I have so many contingency plans for so many bad things that could happen. So many. Because the way I view it is, I'm not prepared if I don't have a plan. The worst thing about being unprepared is the fact if you don't have a plan and set for when shit hits the fan. When shit goes bad, what do? Do you completely fold, give up? Or do you keep struggling and fighting, even though it's probably useless? I keep struggling and fighting, even though it's probably useless. That's just my character, that's just my personality. I didn't want to consider such a horrible event to be my destiny, but I probably would think that. The fun times will end one day and nobody knows when they will. It makes sense to live each day to the fullest so that if it does happen tomorrow, you don't regret anything. Yeah, guess what happens tomorrow? It's really hard to think like that. A lot of people take their everyday happiness for granted. They think tomorrow will be the same as today, so they leave things they could do today for tomorrow. They leave the kindness they could have shown today until tomorrow. Rena was usually cheerful and silly, but right now she wasn't like that at all. She was taking my trouble seriously. It was a little reassuring. But Keiichi, you realized it. I think that's a wonderful thing. So that unease you have, I think you should keep it close to your heart. Well, I wouldn't do that, but I mean... You can still have fun and live it to the fullest without feeling uneasy. Keep my unease close? Yeah. Everyone might die tomorrow in a big catastrophe. Thanks, Rena. Oh god, I hope you fucking die. As long as Mion survives, I don't care. So you should be really nice to everyone today. I would be extremely nice to fucking Mion, because I would always be nice to her. So when the end really does come, you don't regret it. So you do that, Rena. Live like you would have no regrets if everyone died tomorrow. Yep. It was such a hyperbolic conversation. Yeah, hyperbolic. Sure. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. Hyperbolic? Because I know there's hyperbole. Hyperbolic conversation? Yeah, actually, it's one of those. It's either hyperbolic or... yeah, one of those. Fuck, wow, I fucking blanked. Whoa. Shit. God, I have memory problems already. Fuck me, I'm screwed in my older years. Fuck if I do make it to 40. Fuck, I probably won't even remember my fucking name. But Rena just gave me a nonchalant nod of her head. Rena knows what it's like for the fun times to end overnight. She knows there's no proof tomorrow will be fun, even if today is. I'm living. Life to the fullest. That's because you were, quote, cursed, you fucking crazy psycho. It seemed like Rena perfectly understood all the anxiety I couldn't put into words. And on top of that, like a reliable teacher, she showed me what to do. Oh. Hey, Keiji. There's no need to cry now. Last night, I feel like I had a dream about Satoko. I don't remember what kind of dream it was, but ever since this morning I felt anxious. I still don't understand because you thought seeing Satoko's energetic face would cheer you up? For some unknown reason, of course. She was right on the money. If everyone had been here with smiles on their faces this morning, then the murk in my heart would have definitely been blown to smithereens. Oh, my fear and, hate, sadness would have been blown away if Mion showed up. That's all I wanted, and I'm glad she showed up. So I'm happy. I'm content. This is a good day. This is a good fucking day. Then if Satoko arrives, you'll have to be nice to her. Actually, it's totally fine if you play your usual pranks on each other. As long as you're having fun. Yeah, you're right. So that even if these fun days come to an end, I'd have no regrets. I couldn't tell if what Rena told me had been comforting or just made me more anxious. But it was enough to make me think that I saw Satoko again. I'd be honest with her. Kinda creepy. Lunchtime arrived with everyone pushing their desks together like always. Satoko wasn't here. Despite that, we had our bento boxes for 5 lined up on our desks. Rika had made her a bento for Satoko too. Was Satoko supposed to be here before lunch? Rika was clearly acting strangely. We were talking to her, but it felt like she was too far away to hear us. I'd never seen Rika so downcast. So the rest of us started feeling down too. Hey Rena. I understand what she had said before pretty well. When we were all together, we were supposed to have lots of fun, so we wouldn't have any regret that the world ended tomorrow. Yeah, fucking $20 down, Satoko's dead. And yet... well, I just resolved myself to do it. Now we can't all be together. What the hell? Because it was just so sudden, wasn't it? I mean, yesterday was fun, so who could believe it would all end today? No volcanoes had erupted, no earthquakes or fires had happened either. The cicadas were making the usual same noises they did yesterday, and the sun remained bright in the sky. It was the same normal day as always. So then why? As I pondered, Rena's chopsticks reached in front of my face and stole the fried chicken out of my bento. Oh, you bitch! If no one else wants it, Rena will take it. Hee, delicious. Rena tossed the entire piece into her mouth and began munching on it, her expression one of bliss. God damn it, now I want some fried chicken. Though nowhere's open that serves fried chicken right now. So, I'm sad. I'm such an old man. Rena got a leg up on me. Alright, this old man's taking this bit of steak here. Meep, all my food's gone except my rice. Rika, also behind the curve, smiled again and went for someone else's bento. As I sat there dazed at how quickly everyone had changed, Rena sent a wink over to me. Fuck off, Rena, stop it. Come on, Keiichi. Live life to the fullest. That way if a volcano erupts tomorrow, it'll be okay. I don't give a fuck about Rena. Stop making me try to have feelings for her. I know what the agenda you're pushing, game. I don't give a fuck about her. Screw her, she's too crazy. Her and Shion, too batshit insane. to even fucking deal with. Mion, believe it or not, is the most sane character in this fucking game. Well, besides maybe Rika and Satoko. Like, those are the 3 most sane people in this game. No, Satoko's probably dead or mentally fucked up at this point, so I don't know what the fuck's up with her. So I'll just narrow it down to Rika and Mion in the running of most sane. This is serious. This is serious. I'll be damned if dried plums and rice are the only things I have left for lunch. I'm taking the meatball. I stuffed the meat into my mouth. Choice of words, Gagey, and constructed a clumsy smile. I played along as if trying to fool myself. But as I did it, it rapidly became less and less of an act. Then I thought of Mion sitting next to me and thinking, good God, my life is perfect and it can't get any better. The only thing better would be if I was in a relationship with this woman. Why doesn't Keiichi actually pursue this relationship? I don't know. Because he's a dumbass. That is why. Satoko still wasn't here. But at some point we had regained our lively lunchtime. We had fun. We smiled. We ate. We drank. We toasted. Victory. And we fooled around. Haha. Thanks everyone. This was definitely the best thing to do. This way, when Satoko suddenly dropped by, we would welcome her with our best smiles. The more I smiled, the more I felt the anxiety from this morning clearing away. Wasn't there a proverb that went something like, fortune comes in by a merry gate? I think so. If it's true, then this old man will roll around the floor laughing 24/7. I would join you on the ground with you. Rena thinks it's true. If you laugh every day, it'll be fun every day. Rena has a way with words. Then should we try it out? Everyone took a deep breath and brought their faces together, locking shoulders. Oh, hello. And then... Everyone laughed uproariously from their stomachs, trying to laugh out all the bad stuff accumulating in them. By the time our bento boxes were empty, everyone was right as rain. Oh, perfect little happy story. Time to... After this fucking break, it's going back to the depression show. Because why would it be stay happy forever? Who would want that? Having heard our friendly banter, Tomita and Okamura walked up and timidly spoke to us. Excuse me, Mayabara. Sorry to interrupt your fun, but we need your help with something. They grinned dryly and scratched their heads. What could it be? Want to know how to remove sensor bars in porn mags? By the way, don't believe what you hear about Butter doing the trick total superstition. What the fuck? You can't use an eraser either. Wait, what? Seriously? That's not what we're here for, said Tomita, elbowing Okamura. Actually, our ball got caught in the gutter on the 2nd floor. We were thinking you might be able to reach it since you're tall. I see. Asking an upperclassman for help comes with its own price, you know. I'm not cheap. You can't buy me out so easily. Tomita and Okamura conversed for a short time, then gave their reply. We'll give you the right to take a nap during class, Mayabara. You don't have that right. How's that sound? What do you mean? I can sleep during class whenever I want. Why do I need your permission for it? Oh no, you can't. The next time you take a nap, we'll tell Sensei about it. Oh, you little rat bastards. Ha 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 ha! I see, how sly. You little fucking cunts. I will beat the shit out of you little pieces of shit. Oh my god. That's when you immediately just fucking right hook him. Right in the fucking jaw and say, yeah, go ahead and fucking tell her. Kick him while he's on the ground. Grab the other by the fucking neck. Throw him across the room. And say, oh, you're gonna tell her, aren't you? Good thing her jurisdiction doesn't apply outside this classroom. Throw him out the window. Like both of them. Just keep throwing him off school property and then just beat the shit out of him. Fuck you. Where did you learn to bargain like that? Ugh. Sorry. It was just a little joke. Come on, K-John. Why not just cave into your underclassmen's threats? And now Mion was getting on my nerves. Oh, she never gets on my nerves. Her playful banter is amazing. Suddenly it came to me, and I took Tomita and Okamura's hands. You will help me do something with Mion. Not in that way. But you're going to get her set in a trap and I will be her savior. I will look like a fucking hero. Alright, I surrender. I'll get your ball for you, so give me all the rights to nap time. Huh? Oh, okay. Look, Mion. I now have the privilege. But you don't, do you? Tomita, Okamura. Tell on Mion as soon as she falls asleep. Got it? Oh, you. Yeah! Ren and Rika began to cackle at Keiichi's victory. There you go, Mion. I have sole right to give you naptime privileges. You have to obey my every command. But, I'm getting I'm getting fucking tired now. And, I'm tired of listening to stuff happening next to me. And I'm guaranteeing at least some of it's been fucking picked up. And I sincerely fucking apologize. But I hope it's not a lot. I'll try to get rid of as much as possible. But it's going to be hard because it usually happens right as I begin or finish talking. It's not like I can cut myself off. So I apologize if some does get in. Like I said, I'll try my hardest to get rid of some of the annoying ones, which in my opinion is all of it. Hopefully next time I record it's not nearly as bad. I thank you for your patience. I'm not in a good place to record videos. But hopefully that can change at some point. Which, that's like in 4 fucking years. When I can possibly get a fucking apartment. I don't have an income to ever think about doing that. Good God. God, I'm gonna have to... God, I hate college already. It's so much, and... Shut the fuck up. But I mean... You would think people, you know, in college, 18, 19, that they would be able to act like a fucking adult. I guess not. I guess I'm one of the most mature people in here. Kind of like people walking around listening to fucking music in this suite. What the fuck? That pisses me off. That's what headphones are for. What the fuck is this disrespect? I don't want to hear your shitty ass tasting in music. Like, I'm doing shit. I don't want to listen to your music. Thank God it actually announces when they're here and when they're not here, though. That helps. But it pisses me off. Oh, in the shower? Yeah, I'll just play music. There aren't 3 other people in this area that can hear it clearly. Taking a shit? Music time. Sitting in my room? Video time that you can hear through closed doors throughout the whole fucking room. Fuck you guys. I can do what I want, because I'm paying for it. Fuck off. Get a pair of headphones. Now that I've ended on a very negative note, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Keep following my video series, I guess. I thank you for enjoying them. If you are enjoying them, I assume you're enjoying them. Unless you're a huge masochist and just watching it for pure pain. And then, thank you for getting your masochist fetish out on my videos. I mean, whatever fucking floats your boat, I guess. But I cannot thank you guys enough for those who watch my videos, especially all the way through. I want to thank each and one of you personally, though that isn't exactly the easiest thing to do with YouTube's broken ass system, and how it's nearly impossible to send someone a direct message anymore when it used to be so fucking easy. And now that someone's getting as loud as a fucking zoo, I'm going to finish up now. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.